Well, hello there, friends, and welcome back to Busy Girl Budgets. My name is Mallory, and I live in New Mexico with my husband and our 2 dogs. On this channel, we utilize the cash envelope system, and today we're going to be doing our weekly cash stuffing as well as budgeting for our upcoming paycheck. So grab your favorite drink or snack, cozy up, and let's get to budgeting. Hey there everybody, and welcome back again. Today we're going to be starting off with our weekly cash unstuffing, and we only have a few things to unstuff today, so let's get right into it. The first thing we're going to be unstuffing is my wallet, and I already pulled the money from it. I think it's $41 that I had, so let's see, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and 41. So the 40, I am going to go ahead and pull to pay back to my credit card because that was spent. This single, I think I'm going to start a savings challenge for just my ones. And I actually have a savings challenge that my husband made that is $4. So once I have some of those printed, I am going to start a savings challenge with that. For now, I'm going to put it to the side. And once we stuff my wallet this week and do my savings challenge binder, then we will put this towards that. Also, I need to grab my cash tray. Okay, I got kind of ahead of myself there in that beginning of the video. So we took $40 from my wallet that was spent. All of this money that I'm unstuffing today has been spent. It's not like money that I didn't spend left over. It was all spent. Nothing's coming from my high priority binder, so we'll move that. For my short-term binder, we are pulling from my dog's envelope. We had some more medication we had to get. Monthly medication that my Luna gets. She takes a supplement for her joints, and it's about every 2 months we have to order. It was $60. So pulling that out. Her surgery went well. I did share that in my cash stuffing video last week. She's home and she's recovering nicely. She's so cute. She doesn't have a cone. They have these things now called surgery suits, and they're basically like a compression pajamas almost, like they cover her entire body. Her incision on her side is about 6 to 7 inches long. It's pretty big. She had a mast cell tumor removed, and so because of the type of tumor that it is, they have to get really, it's a really large area that they had to remove. Even though her tumor was actually only the size of the tip of my pinky, they have to take an area like this, cut like a diamond shape almost. And then they send that off to pathology, and we'll hear back in about 2 weeks, they said, if they got clear margins. They're hopeful that they did. But as you would imagine, if you've ever had a surgery, she's uncomfortable. So she's on some medication that keeps her pretty calm, and she's just sleeping a lot, and we're just keeping an eye on her, making sure she doesn't get too excited. And I'm actually filming in a different location because I normally film in our laundry room, but I moved all of her, like her bed and her toys and her food and water and everything in there. So I moved my recording setup out of there while she's recovering. It's just a good small space where there's nothing that she can jump on. There has a door that closes, and so she's really safe in there. So I'm recording in my husband's office / our guest bedroom, and the lighting is not great, so hopefully it's okay for you guys. Anyway, moving on. So we took the 60 from Pups, so that is empty. Household, I'm pulling 10 from. I had to buy napkins, and I actually bought them in bulk at Costco or Sam's Club this time, and they'll probably last me like 6 months. And then we are going to pull from the Costco envelope for Sam's Club for $50 of groceries there. And let's see, nothing else in this binder. Also, it is thundering outside and it's windy, so you guys might hear that in the background. So I ordered a bunch of stuff on Amazon, and then actually for the stuff on Amazon, I didn't pay anything, and I will share that with you guys in just a minute. I'm pulling 20 because I bought a couple more plants. I had like 2 more planters that I needed to fill for my pots outside, so I did that. But for Amazon, I placed a $170 order, and it was all supplies for my Etsy shop. So it's like shipping supplies, freebies to add, like we did little cards to put in there, thank you cards, stickers, all kinds of stuff that I need to get everything started. We have rigid cardboard mailers. We have inserts that go inside of those to make sure that the savings challenges and things that people order do not get bent in transit. We ordered do not bend stickers, all those things. So hopefully we can get products to you guys safely and they're not damaged. But like I said, I didn't pay anything for those. I actually, one of my credit cards that I was earning rewards on, the one that I just finished my spend on, not only did that cover the points that I earned from that, covered my Disney ticket, which was $384. I paid $0 for it. And then I had about 45,000 points left. And with this specific card, it's a Capital One card, you can also use those points at Amazon for checkout, at checkout. So I used about 20,000 points and I got all of my entire order for Amazon and I did not pay anything. And I still have about 25,000 points left. So I'm going to do a full video on credit cards and like all the different ones that you can get and the bonuses and all that kind of stuff, because again and again, I will say if you can be responsible with them, there's a place for them in your financial journey for sure. All right, so that is all we're going to be unstuffing. So let's go ahead and give this a count. I should have 180. So we have 50, 100. I'm just going to pick this all up and count it. There's not too much. Let's see. Okay. 50, 1, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80. 180 from our unstuffing. That is correct. I have a feeling I'm going to need my sort quick when I film my next video because that was not working very well to grab these bills. But anyway, that brings us to the end of the cash unstuffing. So let's go ahead and transition into the budget with me portion of today's video. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are going to go ahead and get started with this week's budget breakdown. The pay date for this week was May the 2nd, and the amount that we're working with is $550. Now, as a reminder to everyone, we do not cash stuff for bills on my channel. We get our income, I pay all the bills for the next week or two, and then whatever's left over is what we then cash stuff. I always leave a buffer of like at least $5 to $10 from each paycheck in my account. So I think I had $559 left, but I left the $9 in my account. So getting into my wallet, I already did a grocery pickup and I want to talk about that really briefly. So the amount that I spent on my card was $56. However, my total was $96. But when my husband lost his job, we immediately applied for like every government program that there is. So we applied for, Medicaid, we applied for food stamps, a couple other things, and pretty much everything they told us we did not qualify for, that we make too much money. The income threshold is like $2,000 a month for a two-person household, which is pretty wild to me because 99% of people could not live on that. So we applied for all the programs, but we didn't qualify for any of them. Okay, the income threshold is like very low. So we didn't qualify. So it's funny, for food stamps here in New Mexico, I don't know if they do this everywhere, but if you qualify or you don't qualify, they just like give you $23 a month as like a consolation prize. I don't even know. So they send you a food stamp card. You get $23 loaded on there every month. And I told the lady that was helping me, I was like, what am I going to do with $23? Like, does it roll over or what? Or like, why am I getting this? Like, I didn't understand. And she's like, oh no, it's just like anybody who applies for food stamps but doesn't qualify, we just give them this for a year. So apparently for the next year, we get $23 a month in food stamps. And we started getting it credited to our account in March. So we've already gotten 2 payments. So we had like 50 some dollar, or no, we had $46 or $44 on there. And so I finally linked it to my Smith's account, and I paid for a portion of it, $40 worth, with the food stamps. So what the lady was telling me is, she's like, yeah, $23 doesn't really get you much monthly, but if you just like let it sit there for like 4 or 5 months, then it'll pay for like a grocery trip. So she's like, that's what I tell most people to do, because, you know, $23 is not like a whole lot. I mean, I shop markdown, so I can get quite a bit with $23, but anyway, I'm thankful. Like I'll take what I can get right now specifically. It's like super helpful. So, so that was nice. Anyway, I made that a super long story, and my point was that I'm not going to put very much into my groceries envelope because I already got groceries. We're going to go ahead and put 15 in there for anything throughout the week. But as a little reminder, I am going to Disney here in a few days, and my husband is not going. This is a girls' trip. So he is stocked. The freezer is stocked. I will have some things meal prepped for him. I mean, he can cook for himself too. He does. But he does not really go to the grocery store often. Like I'll have everything ready for him before I go. He will go. It's just like, I enjoy going, and he's like, meh, I don't care about going. So anyway, dining out, we're just going to put 20 bucks in there if we want to grab something. My fun money is going to get the normal 10, miscellaneous 10, and fun money 10 for my husband as well. And going into my high priority binder. All right, let's make note on the side here of how much we've allocated so far. We have 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. We started with 550. So going forward, we have 485. All right. Moving into my high priority binder. So my emergency fund, now that we're done getting severance checks from my husband's job, we are going to be putting less into the emergency fund and the pup's emergency fund. We're going to go back to kind of what we were doing before, which was $20 from every paycheck. We did reach $10,000 in my emergency fund, and so that's the buffer that I really wanted to hit. We're actually over that right now. We're at $10,050. So for now, because our weekly budgeting amount is going to be between $550 and $650. That's kind of my goal that I'm shooting for. It's going to vary because if Instacart orders aren't that good, if my side hustles aren't doing that well, then I might be closer to $550. If I have an average week, it'll be $650, or sometimes maybe more. But that's kind of where we're sitting for budget every week of what we're going to be putting into envelopes. So we're going to do $20 in my emergency fund. And you guys might say, like, put more in there. Well, wait till we get to my savings challenge binder, because we are going to be putting a really good chunk into that. I've kind of already sat down and worked through this budget a little bit, so I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. So the emergency fund, adding $20 to it, that'll bring it to $10,070. Okay, the dog's emergency fund has $850, and we're going to put 20 in there. So that'll bring it to $870. Health, let's see, health has $350. So we're like really ahead on this because I don't need to pay this again until the end of May. And I need $480. So today we're going to put 50 in there. That'll put me at 400, which will be a good amount. Okay. Car repairs. We're just going to do 20 in there. Then that'll have 220. And then Michigan has 230. We'll put 10. I don't know when we're going to be making it there, but I still am trying to add $10 a week. Is kind of my goal, to just keep adding to it. All right, and that is it for my high priority binder. All right, now for my short-term binder, let's take a look at what we can do in here. Okay, so Pups is empty. So I definitely want to add a good amount to that. Let's do 80. Let's see if we can do 80 anyway. Also, I made the mistake of not adding up these categories here. So let's do that. Okay, so in my emergency fund, we did 20. Whoops. 20 plus 20 plus 50. It's 20 plus 10. That's 120. Okay, so we had 485 minus 120 is 365. Okay. All right. Now we know 365 is what we have to work with. Okay, so Pups got 80, and that's going to be all that it has. Household has 35. Let's do 15 so it can be at 50. Okay. Costco has 20. Let's do 50 in there. So that'll be back up to 70. Beauty has 70, and that's enough. My husband has a haircut here in a couple days, and then I have one the following week. So I think that'll run me about $110 for both haircuts, because mine's about 60 and his is like 40, yeah. And then I'll leave a tip. So let's put $20 this week, and then I'll do another 20 next week to add to it for my haircut, but that'll put us at 90. And then toiletries is just going to get its usual 5, so that will give it 45. Okay, so let's go ahead and add that up. We have 80 for my dogs, 50, whoops, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. 80 for my dogs, 15 in household, 50 in Costco, 20 in beauty, and 5 in toiletries for a total of 250. Okay. So we have 115. Is that right? I feel like something's wrong. Let's re-add this up. I have 80 plus 15 plus 50 plus 20 plus 5. Okay, I was like, hold on. I don't know what I did. Okay, 170. Okay, that makes more sense. 170 over here. So 365 minus 170 is 195. Okay, that's better. I was like, hold on a second. I thought I was going to have more left. All right. So then let's go into our short-term binder. All right, here we go. Or not short-term, low priority. Guys, I am like out of it today. If you guys can't tell, my brain is all over the place because I'm like not in my normal recording space. All my stuff is all over the place. Okay, so coffee is going to get its usual 5. Whoops. Okay, 5, and that's going to bring it to 15. This is for coffee supplies or tea supplies. Entertainment has 30. We're just going to put 10 in there. That'll bring it up to 40. Shopping has 20. We're going to give it 20 again. So it'll be back at 40. And then gifts has 20. We're going to do 5 in there. And that'll give it 25. So that's 20, 30, and 40 going into this binder. So that'll bring us down to 155 that we have left to go into the savings challenge binder. All right, you know what? I don't even know where it is. It's somewhere in this house. I'll be right back. Okay, crisis averted. I found the savings challenge binder. and there is such a bad glare on this. Oh well. Okay, so we are doing a lot in here, you guys, and I have a couple things to show you as well. I've been giving you guys sneak peeks of what's coming to the Etsy shop, and there's a few more today. I am going to do a full video. I need my husband's help with it, and he's not here currently. So I have it ready. It's ready to show you guys. I just need to film it and get it out. So potentially you could have already seen it because I could have already filmed it and put it out already. I don't know what the time frame looks like. I'm being real with you guys. My life's kind of a mess right now. Anyway, so we are in the July challenge. We finished June last week. We put some of that money in a few different places. We did health. We put some in my wallet for a doctor's appointment, and we put some in household. So we're going to start on July. Every single one of these is for $40. So that's what we're going to go ahead and start with this week. So we'll have 40 in there. The Princess Challenge, we are now working on Cinderella. I finished, which one was I doing last week? Now I can't even remember. Which one did I finish? Oh, Ariel, I think, yeah. So we're starting this one now. This will not be going towards Disney because it's not going to be completed by the time that I go. It's just going to be for saving $100, and it's going to be fun because isn't it beautiful? Just, oh my word, it's gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just start with 10 in there. Each icon is worth 10. That savings challenge is from Budget with Maddie, and I just could not get over how beautiful these are. Every time I look at them, I'm like, oh my gosh, wow. Okay. And then for the Catch 'em All challenge, this is one of the ones that my husband made. We're just gonna do 5. And tell me why I was out of my mind last week when I did my cash stuffing, and why did I color this one in? Explain it to me. Why? This is empty. This is the next row. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm a mess. Okay, so I will fix that. But we're gonna just do, for now, we're gonna just do 5 because I have a few things I want to add to at the bottom that I'll get to in a minute. So that's going to put this challenge at, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50. That'll be at 60. Then the next one is the Daily Grind Challenge. This is another one my husband made. That's for 150. So we actually changed this challenge. So the one that's going to be available in the Etsy shop is actually going to be a $1 challenge. So it'll be $30. Each coffee bean is $1. And that's what I'm going to start adding my dollars to. So I need to print a new one of these, get it laminated, and then all of my ones I will put into this. All right, so we're going to do 5, and that will put us at 45. Okay, our next challenge is our general savings challenge. This one is just a create your own amount. I have it as $500 for the total, so each icon is worth 25, and that's what we're going to add today. Actually, I think we're going to add 50. I think I have enough to add 50. So let's see if I can make that happen. If not, we'll put it down to 25. Actually, I should be adding over here. So we have 155. We're doing 40, 10, 5, 5, 50. Oh, I can do it. Awesome. Wonderful. Okay. So the next one we're going to be doing, let's pull these out for you guys. So this is one that we've made. And this one is called the Soaring High Savings Challenge. This one I'm keeping for myself because it has like a slight blemish there at the bottom where the corner cutter kind of messed it up a bit. But this is what the Soaring High challenges look like in the shop, or will look like in the shop. I don't think I have this version of it uploaded yet. I do have the scratch off uploaded. The scratch off, I want to be clear with you guys, is not laminated. It is a cardstock with the bubbles on it to scratch off. Let me see if I have one here. I do. I'm going to cover the amounts though, so you guys can't see what they're scratched off as. Well, I guess I'll show you one. But yes, they're scratched. You can scratch them off. So this is what the one looks like that is cardstock, and this one is for $500. So the other version of it that we have is this one, which is not going to have the scratch offs on it because it's just everyone is the same dollar amount. So this is a $100 challenge. So I'm going to start working on this. And so we're going to put $20 in there. Let's see. So I need to fill this in. The general savings will be up to $350. The Soaring High challenge, since we're just starting that, will be at $20. And then the last one that we're going to be starting is another one that my husband made. And this one is the Taco Bout Savings Challenge. And this, I'm using a paper one because I had some printed that didn't get laminated. My husband did these, and the ones that are on the Etsy shop are laminated. So these ones that are not laminated are just the ones I'm using. They're just some like ones that might be a little oopsie, but this is the Taco Bout Savings Challenge. It is a $100 challenge. Each taco plate is worth 10. So let's see, what do I have left here? I put 20 in there. So let's do another 20 into the Taco Bout challenge. And then I'll have 5 left, which I'll put somewhere else. Okay, 20. And there'll be 20 in there. I don't know what that is. Hold on. Okay, hold on a minute. What is this? But let's change it to 10. So we're going to do 10 in the Catch 'em All challenge, which will actually make it 65. No, I'm kidding. I am going to do, hold on. Okay, I think I got it all fixed. So what I wanted to do was put 10 into the daily grind challenge, because then it would bring it up to 50 instead of the 45. So let's go ahead and add this up one more time and make sure it is 155, which is what we had left to work with. So we have 40 plus 10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 50 plus 20 plus 20. 155. Okay, so that is correct, the 155. So let's go ahead and write that over here. Sorry, you guys, this video has been chaotic. Oh my goodness. All right. So we're going to add up one more time the numbers over here in red and make sure they equal the 550. So we have 65 going into my wallet, 120 into my high priority binder, 170 into my short-term binder, 40 into my low priority binder, and 155 into my savings challenge binder for a total of 550. So I've really been enjoying putting a good amount of money into my savings challenges lately. It's just been really awesome to like see these envelopes grow and be able to put a good chunk into different envelopes. And so that's why I'm putting a little bit less into maybe this high priority binder and more into this. It just is a little bit more fun to do all the savings challenges. So anyway, thank you guys for sticking with me through this truly all over the place video today. I cannot even speak. I'm a little bit tired, if you guys can't tell. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for all the well wishes for Luna. She's doing really good. I'll give you guys another update next week. Maybe I'll get a little video or picture of her on there for you guys. But thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys made it to the end, don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up. Drop me a rain cloud emoji in the comments, and we will catch you guys in our next video. Bye.